If you've considered hiring a virtual assistant, or you're wondering what you should title the job of this posting that you're creating for the virtual assistant, in this video, I want to dive into job titles and help you come up with some good guidelines on how to label the job postings that you're hiring for. Now we're moving towards some other considerations. Titles. Talk about job titles.
Okay, yeah. Before even getting into job titles, you've heard us use different terms for those employees. VAs, stands for virtual assistant. Oftentimes we're talking about the Philippines, like we are in our team, but there are people that have VAs in other countries as well. I've also heard, so the man that created this particular job board that we really like hiring through, he calls them OFSs, so online Filipino specialists. You'll also hear overseas employee, or what are some others? Executive assistant. So some of them are role specific.
But then I would say, or you can also just have like web developer and like actually give them a straight up job title like you would in your company. And it's just like, it's a web developer that works overseas. The overseas part should become irrelevant. But again, that comes down to, do you have a specific job title? Like, I guess one way I would frame it, tell me if you agree, what would you call this role if you hired them locally?
Yeah. And
maybe, that might be what you would call it over there as well. However, if it's a more random collection of tasks, it's kind of like VA is the least sexy title, but it's also like, okay, I understand what you're saying. It's a virtual assistant.
So if you're looking for a complete generalist that's going to be picking up a ton of tasks and kind of be a jack of all trades, I would say hiring for the position of VA makes sense then, because colloquially that's exactly what it means to them, is like, okay, they're looking for a VA, they're looking for someone that's going to be able to just jump in and do a bunch of different types of tasks.
Yeah.
Beyond that, we've gotten much more specific, and internally,
video editor, social media manager.
We are calling them by their title. I do think, I've been told that culturally title does matter. So there have been different, phases in the US where people will be like, come up with your own job title and like, let's be wacky about it and all this kind of stuff. I don't think that that's the case in the Philippines. And so be intentional with what you're calling them, a director or a manager or a developer or whatever it is, so that they have a sense for what their role in the company is and where they kind of are in the hierarchy.
Yep. Thank you so much for watching. If this was valuable, it's actually a clip from a longer video of a conversation Natalie and I had about hiring virtual assistants. So if you want to see that full-length clip, you can check that out in the description below. If you're a painter, we'd love to talk with you. If you're not a painter, like the video, and we will see you in the next video.